Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the regular board meeting for the Reach Court School District 105. We do have a quorum. If you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Any changes to the agenda?
There are none.
Mr. Ewing, you don't happen to have a last minute softball, baseball report, do you?
I do not.
Okay, well, I'll take that into consideration. All right, well, now we're going to move, no changes to the agenda. We're going to move into the greatest part of the evening, accolades.
Hey.
Oh, the guy who's going to do the accolades just left. That could be bad. Oh, here he comes.
This is our last round of accolades for the year. We're combining our June and May student awards to compile them because the furlough obviously is going to impact us. The thing that I always like about the superintendent awards is it's a reflection of what our students are doing in the classroom, but as you hear in the letters, it's also a reflection of what's happening at home because the students come to school prepared and they have that preparation happening at home. Their families are putting them in a position to be successful. I'm going to call a shot right now that we're going to hear themes of kindness, leaders in the classroom, and high academic output. I've heard those all year pretty consistently. I think they'll happen again. I always like to kind of pay attention to what the awards are and who they're for and what's happening. So without further ado, let's have Haley Hill and Felicia Leach will read to us about Haley.
Thank you. Okay. So it's my pleasure to announce that Peyton is getting a superintendent award for the month of June. And this award is designed to highlight deserving students who consistently demonstrate academic excellence, good character, and determination. And Peyton is regularly at the top of his class. As a seventh grader, most students struggle to adjust to the bigger school. And he's been able to maintain A's throughout the entire year. He hasn't been intimidated by any of the big tests that he's encountered this year, especially the muscle test that we have in the PE/health class. He earned the highest score out of all middle schoolers on that test. And then retained that knowledge for when we did a condensed version of the test for just the top 12 muscles, and got the second highest score on that test by half a point. Peyton always comes to class prepared, ready to try whatever new activity we're doing in class. At his grade level, he's been able to master such diverse topics as English, math, science, health, physical education, whatever other classes he has, shop, art, wheel. He doesn't seem to get bored when we go over previous material. He optimizes that opportunity to review and then further his understanding of what has been taught. Another teacher shared that Peyton's out-of-the-box thinking has showcased him as an outstanding student. His ability to provide evidence and then make connections within the learning has been particularly impressive as a middle schooler. And another teacher added that he enjoys Peyton's leadership skills of including his classmates and pushing his classmates to dig deeper into their learning, not just settling for passing, not just settling for we got through this. He striving for more than the bare minimum in himself and in others. So Peyton, thank you for being a shining example for your classmates, and for us as teachers, we like to have you as our example. You brighten the room with your insights and determination. You take inspiration from your brother, and you have been gracious with me when I have called you your brother's name. We have definitely come to see you as just your own person at the big school. And your road isn't always gonna be easy, but I'm sure that you're gonna put in the effort that it takes to get what you want.
Our next student is Olivia Adams, and her teacher, Mrs. Wright.
This is Olivia. And this is the letter that I wrote to her parents. Dear Brad and Terry, I'm pleased to recognize your amazing work, Olivia Adams, as a recipient of the Superintendent Award. Olivia is a joy to have in class. She's everything you want a student to be: kind, helpful, eager to learn, inquisitive, and polite. Olivia gives every assignment her best effort and treats each new assignment as an adventure. I love to see her eyes light up when we are going to write a story, generate videos on Flip, or, best yet, create art projects. Her work is very neat and she takes pride in doing her best. Olivia has a clear sense of right and wrong. She will speak up about things that she sees as unfair and will try to find a solution that is best for all. She strives to search for the win-win in most situations. Olivia shares her ideas in a respectful manner, and this helps improve our classroom climate. Olivia can get kids thinking and talking. Her questions also help me be a better teacher. Whether she is attentively listening to a math lesson or dashing around to clean up the classroom at the end of the day, I can always count on Olivia to do the right thing. She looks out for her classmates and is always there to support someone who is having a difficult day. Congratulations to Olivia and to her family. I'm so grateful for the positive example she sets for her classmates. I know that her kindness to others, courtesy, respect, and work ethic are character traits that have been instilled at home and are put into practice at school. I cannot wait to see all that Olivia will accomplish on her journey. Congratulations, Olivia.
Our next student, we have Tommy Carrington, and Tommy's teacher, Mr. Vasquez.
It's my pleasure, it's my immense pleasure to award Tommy the Superintendent's Award for May. It has been an honor working with Tommy this year. I've been impressed with his growth through this school year. Tommy has responded to my guidance and has become an excellent class leader. He shares strategies with his classmates to help them become better students. He's a very likable person and he is well liked by his classmates. He is always trying to motivate his classmates to do the right thing, most times. Tommy is an enthusiastic reader and he has a hunger for reading. He enjoys talking about books that he has read and he's always asking about different book series. I sense an enormous amount of sincerity in his questions, and his interest in his studies has grown in leaps and bounds. I look forward to watching his progress throughout the remainder of the school year and into his future as a student. Tommy is a hard-working student, and I feel that with constant focus on his studies and his great attitude, he will be successful in all of his future pursuits. Thanks.
We're gonna stick around
Can we
for.
get pictures from all the Superintendent Award winners before everybody's?
Hold on.
If possible. We have 3 more to go. We'll do 3 more kiddos and then we'll get all the group picture. Brielle Carr, I think I saw you. And she's here with District Hamner. Matching shirts.
All right, I'm just gonna read a little bit here, what I wrote in there, and I'll just have to say a little bit more after that. I have chosen Brielle as my nominee for superintendent award for the June 24th. Brielle has grown a lot in the last 2 years since I've known her. She works hard at completing her academics work and is always trying her best. In archery, she achieves a position at the top elementary girl in the state of Oregon, which is a testament to her work ethic. I continue to be impressed with her ability to work through day-to-day issues. I'm very excited to nominate her for the superintendent award. And just a few things on the side. One of the things that I really like about Brielle is in my life in the gym, everything is on edge. By the second, I have to change anything. So yesterday she came in with another class and she sat in and I said, well, I'm going to have you be the referee. And so I split the kids in half in the gym and she gives me my run for the money. But that's the way I like to do what I do. So I put her in the corner and you were guarding the cookies and you were watching the corner. And the kids didn't do anything. Half the classes on one side of the gym and half the classes on the other side of the gym. Real sitting back there and she goes, I think we need to change this. I said, okay, what do you want to do? She goes, well, I'm not going to be a referee anymore. I said, oh. So she said, I'm going to be on that team. And instantly, both sides went. The game was in progress. One other thing I'll share, I just had my birthday, and I don't know if it came from her family or her, but she is Korean and she has a huge sense of humor. They gave me this goo, and I have an imaginary person in the gym. It's the PE Smurf. Now, the kindergartens, they make me take my hat off every morning, and they look for glitter. And when things don't go well in the gym, the PE Smurf dumps glitter on my head. Gail was kind enough in the birthday bag to give me this, I'm not sure what it was, some kind of goo. You're supposed to take the glitter off my head. She's got an incredible sense of humor. She's got a wonderful family. I've been with her family and Brielle to Utah. This is now twice. Anyway, congratulations.
Next student, Isaac Langley, and Mr. Molly, please.
All right, congratulations, Isaac. I'm so happy to be getting this award. So this is Isaac Langley, one of my juniors in my Algebra 2 class. So the Superintendent Award at our school is meant to show appreciation and admiration each month to a deserving student who consistently demonstrates academic excellence, quality of character, and makes significant contributions to our Reedsport Community Charter School community. This month, we recognize Isaac Langley for his commitment to his academic pursuits, the motivated and dependable attributes of your character, and that you are a trusted friend to students at our school. The last couple of years have been a challenging time for many students' education, but Isaac, I think you have truly risen to the occasion and helped build back some of that academic integrity and commitment to our school. So I want to thank you for that. Isaac is extremely hardworking and he has a scholar mindset. He does what it takes to understand new concepts, whether that means asking questions or working through things independently. His quality of work is consistently top-notch. You do an excellent job showing your work. And he frequently goes above and beyond to keep our class on pace. They like to get a little off pace, don't they? But you keep us on pace, and I appreciate you so much for that. You're always coming to class prepared with the proper materials. You're earnestly applying yourself. I know sometimes it's difficult, but you never give up. You keep a positive attitude, and that really just helps your growth mindset, and it helps our class so much. You're also getting this award not because of your own math abilities and mindset, but because of what you, like the effect you have on our class, your willingness to help others. Isaac is a valued collaborator in our classroom, and you're always willing to lend. You're so patient. I love that about you. You're so patient, and you will walk through any student in the class that wants help. I've been impressed on multiple occasions just listening to you explain your work, and like I said, patiently walking through on those complex Algebra 2 concepts. Every student in our class has benefited from having Isaac in there with them. As well as being a dedicated student, you're also a true friend to many students at our school. You're kind, sensible, creative, and you're always trying to better yourself in some way, like learning guitar or learning our lighting and sound equipment and our auditorium. Isaac is the ASB tech coordinator for our school. That means anytime we have assemblies, you're helping with the lighting and sound. And I think that's a great fit for you because you do have a special talent of making other students shine. Just really helping out other students. I love that about you. The unique characteristics which help you succeed within our school will without a doubt help you in the future. You have such a strong foundation. I'm really excited to see where you go. So we wish you the best in your many adventures, and I hope you have a lifelong pursuit of education. Thank you for being amicable and consistent, and thank you for being you, Isaac. Congratulations.
Our final student, Lilith Fairhurst.
All right, to the family of Lilica Fairhurst, I'm thrilled to recommend Lilica for the May Superintendent Award. Throughout this school year, Lilica has consistently demonstrated exceptional dedication and enthusiasm in her pursuit of academic excellence, particularly in mathematics. So her commitment to her education is truly remarkable. She arrives prepared for class each day, often diving into the warm-up problems before the second bell even rings, usually finished with them before the second bell even rings. Lilica's diligent approach to learning shines through in the quality of her work and her relentless quest to grasp new concepts thoroughly, even if she has to sit away from everyone else without the distractions. So what sets Lilica apart goes beyond her academic achievements. She embodies the qualities of kindness, inclusiveness, and respect that we value dearly in our school community. When a new student joined our class mid-project, without hesitation, Lilica graciously accepted the new student as her partner, offering guidance and support to ensure her smooth transition into our class. Her warm and welcoming demeanor creates a positive atmosphere in the classroom, enriching the learning experience for all students. I've had the pleasure of witnessing Lilica's growth and development firsthand for 2 years now, and I'm continually inspired by her exemplary character and work ethic. She's a role model for her peers and a true asset to our school. Lilica, your dedication, kindness, and respectfulness make you a shining example of excellence. Your contributions to our school community are truly appreciated, and I have no doubt that you will continue to succeed in all of your endeavors.
And again, all 6 of those students come back up with their teacher. We're gonna have to squeeze in here for a photo op. I think I was right. I'm pretty sure I heard kindness, and I'm pretty sure I heard classroom leaders and high academics. So those themes continue. It's also worth noting while we're gathering, come on up. It's also worth noting that each teacher only gets 1 of these all year. And there's 6 of them here tonight. We're gonna have to scoot back up to the step here, folks. While there's 6 of them here tonight, each teacher only gets 1 choice all year. So they kind of have to make it count. So we get to see that. Isaac, why don't you come back here with me? Go to the back, a little taller.
Everybody in there, you ready? Everybody look at me. We're gonna take a few pictures. Don't forget to smile. 1, 2, 3, one more. There we go.
Oh, nice.
There's any minute sort out, any comment, transition over here.
gone.
You got enough water?
Mhm.
You got enough water?
Oh, I got lots of water.
All right, we'll move into community comments. And this is for individuals that may address the board on agenda items that aren't on the agenda. Please let the board chair know which items you wish to address. You're limited to no more than 3 minutes on your agenda item. So do we have any community comments?
Yeah.
All right, you got some more.
This is budget cuts, personal reflection opinion,
I have something I want to read whenever you get to mine, when I start and if I have to.
comparison news for. Yeah, boy, I'm not sure if budget and goal, it's like. I think this is service cuts.
Okay, that's gonna be
I think
budget.
just try them all and maybe budget, if we move to the budget also.
Melanie Calderon's willing to start it off if you want.
Pardon?
Melanie's ready to start it off if you want.
How you looking here? All right, Melanie Calderon, you want to be first?
Okay. So I get a little emotional.
Pardon?
I get a little emotional. Say that beginning. I just have something I want to read. A lot of emotions going around right now with the school, and my kids go there. I gotta sit down and read it. When life gives you something that makes you feel afraid, that's when life gives you a chance to be brave. That's our motto on our RCCS webpage. And that's why I'm here today. My name is Melanie Calderon, and I'm 5th generation to be born and raised here in Wakeport. I stand here before you because I am afraid. I'm afraid of what's going on in our schools. I don't even work there, but I'm hearing it all over. I'm hearing it from kids, I'm hearing it from parents, and it scares me. From the budget cuts to bullying amongst staff, from bullying amongst students, to agendas being pushed, to conflict of interests. I just want to know what's really going on. Like, I just don't understand. I feel like I'm out of the loop. I try not to be. I'm readily available at any time. You know, everyone says that they're in it for the children. Well, I'm going to give you my personal example as to why the choices made are directly affecting our children. Over the past 4 years, my child has suffered the consequences of COVID like many others. He struggles, like others, with some of the basics like reading. It is with the support of teachers and IAs that go above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to helping these kids. Not only do they guide them into utilizing the proper tools, like the after-school tutoring program, which is amazing, they make themselves readily available to these kids like mine that struggle. Do you know the feeling you get as a parent when your child comes home ecstatic that they made the honor roll? That the feeling that they've earned something that they've truly worked hard for on their own. Well, that was the first time this year for us. And it felt great. Vinny worked very, very hard with a lot of help from a lot of good teachers. And it's a feat that isn't easy, but it is attainable with the proper guidance and support of staff that all these kids deserve. Please don't take that from them. Unfortunately, my child, along with others, are saddened by the loss of such great people that are in their foundation of success. And what happens when we remove a foundation, it all comes crumbling down. My family deeply and passionately feels this. For some of the IAs that you've dismissed so suddenly, they have really changed my son's academic achievements, and I thank them profusely. So I figured Jonesy would say, Do I have a solution? Well, maybe yes, maybe no, but why not sell the district office? There's plenty of room between the two schools to accommodate all of our staff. After all, you said there's declining enrollment. I've lived here, I've seen the class sizes that we've had in the past. We all have to make sacrifices, and my children are not a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Your availability to your staff and children would be better. You'd be acclimated to the true needs of your staff and your children by being available on the premises. Funds from the building could offset some budget cuts and give a little more time to make such decisions that truly affect our children's future. I believe that decisions should not be made out of emotion, and there's a lot of emotions going on right now. So now I ask you to be brave and stand up for what is right for the children, and let's give them the foundation that they so rightfully deserve. And then I had Kenny write a letter. I don't think I have 10 copies, but I'm not gonna read it out loud, so I don't want to just throw them on blast, but when I had him write this, and he's been hearing us talk, he very briefly says, Mom, why aren't they getting rid of everybody that helps me? And it broke my little heart. So you can read it. And that's from him. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Mrs. Donnelly, do you want to address yours to the budget committee or to the board? Pardon?
The budget committee, please.
Okay, thank you. Is Mrs. Deerdorfer in here? Did Miss D leave? Okay. Stacy Riley.
I can follow Melanie. I know this is community comment, so I don't expect a reply this evening. In fact, the last time I stood up about a year ago and brought forth a very serious concern directly involving my son and a staff member, I never got a call. I never got an email. Nobody replied. And it was very, very important to me, very important to my family, very important to the school as a whole. Nobody got back to me. Maybe someday you can. My concerns tonight, I'm hoping somebody will give me a call, email, any sort of information. I have a couple of questions regarding the budget cuts and the SPED program. So I don't recall how many years the current SPED contract was put in place for. I would like to know that. I would like to know if the budget cuts are going to directly affect that contract or if the contract will have to be canceled. I'd like to know how the budget cuts specifically will affect the SPED staff, the contract with South Coast Education Service District, and the students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. Kim Clardy.
I'm not sure if I can follow you or not, but I'll do my best here. Bridgeport School District Board members, I come to you today to voice my concerns. I'm not here to talk just about the budget, because this budget is just the tip of the iceberg. I hear daily from staff about how they fear retaliation because they speak up about everything that is going on. I've heard stories that make me sick to my stomach and can't even imagine being treated that way. We have staff that have retired or left the district because of being bullied. Is this the kind of reputation you want for this district? Since September 2018, we have lost 100 students. Those students are being transported daily to other local districts. It has been stated our funding comes from enrollment and teachers' experience/hours. Yet here we are with the decline in enrollment and experienced teachers leaving or being laid off due to mismanagement of funds, lack of support, and bullying. I know we will make it through this budget cut, unfortunately at some great staff's expense, but I fear we will not make it through the bullying and lack of support that the staff endure day in and day out. We are about to lose everyone and anyone that has ever cared for this district and the children in it. And then what are you going to do when we have no more staff? The community has lost all faith in the board and administration. You as board members are so worried about your reputation and protecting what's wrong with it, and it has made you deaf to what the community members are bringing forward. If you as a board do not want to stand up and listen to the staff and the people of this community, then it's time to resign. Do you know what the school policy on the website says? The people in their school district? It says the board believes that A, the public schools belong to the people who created them by consent and who support them by taxation. And B, the schools are only as strong as the intelligent and informed support of the people of this community. There have been 2 town hall meetings, and Bonnie, thank you, you're the only one who have attended both.
I draw exception to that.
Yet some of you seem to think they are not important. I encourage every one of you to attend the next town hall meeting. I've heard excuse after excuse of why you haven't been there, but really that's all they are, is an excuse. I have missed meetings and rearranged my schedule to be at these town hall meetings and board meetings because unlike you, I feel these are important. In closing, I wanted to let you know I was on the phone with Department of Ed on Monday, and they are appalled at what's going on in this school. I am taking their advice and moving forward with what needs to be done to try to get the district back to the way we all love and support. Because remember, the public schools belong to the people who create them.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Wright, are you still in the building or in the room?
I'm here with concerns about cutting libraries specifically. When I'm hearing other people talk about students leaving the district, when word gets out that Reedsburg does not have libraries that are open all day long, only certain portions of the day, that's a black eye academically. Also, it reduces the readership, the skill that kids need for a lifelong learning. That's my primary concern. Secondary concern, we have a training coming up Friday on a computer grading program that we're not going to be using until August. If you know anything about education, there's a forgetting curve. We're going to forget over 80% of what we learn this coming Friday by the time we actually get to use the program. I think money could be spent a better way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Okay. Thank you for the community comments. We'll move on to reports. Assistant Business Manager Josh Cook.
In the financial report, we will see a slight increase in the projected ending fund balance. This is due to the work of some of the furlough days. We allowed staff to choose when they would like to take them, so this isn't the impact of all of the furloughs. Some staff opted for the end, some opted evenly throughout, so this is just part.
You're talking about pay distribution rather than the actual time off.
Yeah. So we can see some of that work trending towards that 350 we're looking for. Then that the rest of the month has spent preparing the budget that we are going over tonight.
Any questions for Josh? Questions? Okay, thank you, Josh. Superintendent's report.
Very brief tonight. The furloughs that we're going to be taking in the next couple of weeks are a total of 8 days. We've got those scheduled. We're trying to put information that is related to the furloughs on a special tab on the website, try to keep families, community informed about what's going on and any details that might be there. The graduation date has not changed from June 9th, 2 o'clock still, but the week immediately after that is one of the furlough weeks. The May 20th through 23rd furlough, our local church community has put together their, I believe it's a derivation of their Vacation Bible School program, but they've got their facilities available to students and communities, and they've been putting that word out to provide support during that time because there's going to be a lot of families impacted when students are home from school. Obviously, there's a lot going on. This last couple of weeks has really been a busy time of trying to work through not only putting together the budget, but as there have been changes to the program and changes to the calendar and changes to projections of staffing and activity, a lot of trying to keep the communication straight, trying to get the information out to the right people accurately and as quickly as possible. And most of that material is on our furlough information tab. It's going out on our e-blasts if they're related to parents or to the respective staff as necessary. Not good times to be in. And usually these reports, we want to have a air of optimism and looking forward to the next school year. We do have to be looking forward to the next school year. This is our opportunity, especially with this budget process, to put together what we're going to do with the money that we've got available to run schools, and it feels a lot like 2018. There's a lot of going back to levels where we were operating 6 years ago. Jerry and I were even first in the district, and our business manager were first in the district. The budgeting process to put us forward is making best use of the resources that we're going to have available. And it is still disheartening because it has so many losses to areas that we've grown to appreciate and supports that our students need, supports that our staff need. To go forward with that positive, optimistic glow is difficult with so much negative impact happening right now. We still have to do the work. We still need to move forward. We still need to be eyes forward on making sure that this school year ends as best possible, that we open next school year successfully and run a successful school year with the best outcomes we can have with our students and our staff. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay, the consent agenda. These are actions that are routine or usually call for no discussion, such as approving minutes of previous meetings, acceptance of donations, and similar actions often handled together in one vote by the board. However, I would like to point out in the consent agenda, there are donations of $8,824.78 by the Booster Organization, and the Reef Organization has donated $3,199.21 to help fund some trips and programs for the grade school kids. After saying that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Moved by Bob,
Second.
seconded by Jack. All in favor, raise your hand. Passes unanimously. Thank you. Okay, discussion, Salem Kaiser Public School Board Director Statement.
So the school board in Salem Kaiser has reached out to all the school districts in the state of Oregon. And they've got some concern about what they're seeing at the state level with funding. So you've got this in your packet. I want to read this so that people online can hear and the people in the room can hear what the Salem Kaiser School Board has proposed. And they're hoping for the Reedsville School Board to join in support of this statement and these actions. To all who care about public education in Oregon. Through partnership and commitment, Salem Kaiser Public Schools reached a tentative agreement on a new 2-year teacher contract. We thank both parties for their dedication for narrowly avoiding a teacher strike. With this important matter behind us, we must address a more urgent issue. How do we, as a state, fix public school funding and improve the day-to-day lives of educators and students? How do we address the conditions that make teachers feel that striking is necessary? We need teaching to be sustainable and fulfilling. We need safe schools. We need community solutions for community problems like mental and behavioral health. With the help of our lawmakers in 2025, Oregon can be a national model, a state that proves that schools and students' well-being are a priority. There are 3 concrete actions for which we can all advocate. First, Oregon needs an accurate method of answering the question, how much do schools we already have cost to maintain? In early 2023, the state projected that school personnel costs would increase by 5.45% over 2 years. This has proven wildly inaccurate. Salem Kaiser Public Schools personnel costs will increase by over 14%. Due in part to a broken and discredited method for estimating future costs, Salem Kaiser will announce the loss of hundreds of positions in the coming weeks. Second, Oregon must fix the indefensible 11% special education funding cap. 2022 data shows that 90% of Oregon districts exceed this cap. The state average is 14.5%, and Salem Kaiser's rate is over 17%. Oregon schools serve all students, but the state funding formula neatly sidesteps economic responsibility for the number and nature of the special education services Oregon schools provide. Third, we need systemic solutions to the escalating youth mental and behavioral health crisis. We are schools and not medical facilities, so we are staffed with educators and not clinicians. Our committed staff are attempting to fill in this gap without the training, time, or facilities to do so. Our students need expanded access to clinical services, and schools need the flexibility to use federal funding to pay for those services. Oregon districts are struggling to hold the financially and educationally unsustainable conditions at bay. Schools serve everyone. And as Oregon school systems begin to stagger under an ever-accumulating weight, catching them is everyone's responsibility. Signed, the Salem Kaiser Public School Board of Directors.
John, can I ask a question? On the email, it said that there was a link where board members, staff, and community can add their names to this list. Is there a way to publish that link on the website so that it's clickable and it'll take
I believe there is. I'll have to ask
the community to,
check.
yeah. Our tech department can help put that together so that people can access that link to sign their names.
I believe that's 99% sure we can. We asked them to be sure, and I don't figure right now.
It's just a link. It can be made, yeah.
We'll do that.
Thank you.
Good idea.
Okay. Board member comments?
I would like to thank this week we had our teacher appreciation for certified, and I'd like to thank all of our teachers who put their heart and souls every day and beyond to helping our students. I've seen them in action personally, and it's well appreciated. Thank you, teachers. And even, as I know it's not classified yet, but classified also, they do a lot. So I appreciate you guys. I'm sure everybody on the board here does too.
Thank you, Bonnie. I'll mark that off my list. Okay. Carrie, you have anything?
Oh, too much to say.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, at this time, they will adjourn the regular board meeting and we'll resume back into the budget committee meeting. Future agendas will be probably budget meeting again Wednesday, May 29th of 2000 at 4 p.m. on this year. And then hopefully that we'll be able to carry that over and hear or decide on the budget at our regular board meeting in June 12th at 5:30. With that, we'll be adjourned the regular meeting. Go.